Free agency. Free agency got a lot more interesting as of yesterday. Players got cut, players got released, players got just thrown all over the place. And now there's also players who could be traded. Front office, shut your mouth. Front office right now are thinking about trading Trey Hendrickson. They're apparently open to the idea and they're considering it and they're listening to offers. Stop it, front office. We're not trading Trey Hendrickson. Lordy. Anyway, Devontae Adams is obviously the top of free agency. We're not interested. But we got Stephon Diggs, who's obviously been in free agency. Joey Bosa's now in free agency. It is getting a little crowded in there. You know what's funny? It's like, so T. Higgins obviously wants a contract, right? And yesterday, DK Metcalf now is going to be traded. Like, that's just now a fact. And there's like 7 other receivers who hit free agency yesterday. So free agency is flooded with receivers. And, you know, usually that's not what you want to be in when it comes to being a wide receiver. You don't want to be, or any position. You don't want to be a position that is flooded on the on free agency. You really just don't. It's the worst thing to be. Christian Kirk is now a free agent. Tyler Lockett is a free agent. He got cut yesterday. I mean, this is just, there's a lot of good names this year. Free agency last year, I feel like, was kind of mid. This year, there's a lot of good names, and there's going to be a lot of places these guys go as of the 12th. So, 12th to be very exciting for how many players are going to get moved, picked up, and all that kind of great stuff. Jamal Williams got cut the other day. Now, keep in mind, right? These guys got cut. Obviously, again, on the 12th, they're going to get picked up. We still need to re-sign a couple guys. We still need to re-sign Mike Gesicki. And I do want to talk about yesterday. So I talked about how we did go ahead and re-sign Jackson Kirkland, which I really do like at the end of the day. I was kind of like, I was negative in that video about Jackson Kirkland. Jackson Kirkland is still a really good player, and he has the potential to be really great. I was really high on him when we first got him because he could have been like a second-round draft pick if it wasn't for his injury, right? Now, at the end of the day, the reason why I was kind of butthurt was because I wanted us to do more, right? I didn't want to just get Jackson Kirkland. But Jackson Kirkland's a really good player for depth purposes. The only problem I have with him is we did watch him in preseason and he was really bad. But again, listen, over time, he'll get better and better. And that was under Frank Pollock. You know, under a new offensive coordinator, it's very possible that he will look 1,000 times better. Honestly, he probably will, because Frank Pollock is that bad. But, or new offensive line coach, excuse me. But yeah, so I don't want to kind of go back and say, I wasn't trying to trash on Jackson Kirkland. Jackson Kirkland could be an absolute monster, and I still believe he could be. Obviously injuries have derailed his career to a certain degree, but he's still a great player. But if we go into this season, I don't want to go into the season with Jackson Kirkland as my starter. I really don't. I want to go into the season with someone I have faith and trust at right guard and at left guard. And Cordell Volson, you are not the guy. But we do have to re-sign Cody Ford. That's another guy we have to re-sign, but still have not re-signed him yet. And listen, he hits free agency. It's always a chance that, you know, he ends up being able to sign somewhere else because he has he's a Swiss Army knife, and a lot of people are going to like him for that reason. There are so many free agents that are good. Holy moly. We are in a cesspool of the opposite of cesspool, because cesspool is negative. We are in a Porgesborg. I butchered that term. We are in a very positive situation that we could, you know, just deep dive into this free agency stuff, and this is gonna be beautiful. But again, like I said, we do need to think about re-signing players, because Mike Gesicki needs to get re-signed, and we have, you know, 6 days left, which every day it feels like we get 1 day closer to, oh, free agency's right here. Free agency's right around the corner. Like, bro, we need to get this done. All right, so let's talk about left and right guard. Also, Joe Thuney just got traded for a 4th round pick to the Bears. Front office, I sometimes hate you. You're telling me you couldn't give a 4th round pick for Joe Thuney, and it's not even a 4th round pick this year, by the way, because someone's going to comment down below and say we don't have that many draft picks this year. You can't keep trading them. Listen, it's not this year. It's next year. Next year, 4th round pick, 2026 4th round pick. They traded for Joe Thuney. You could have easily made that trade, Cincinnati. You could have easily made that trade, but let's start off with what I want to start off with. Bring Kevin Zeitler home. Let's bring Kevin Zeitler home. He will be our starting right guard next year. That's number one. Okay. Get Kevin Zeitler. You got Amarius Mims on the right side. Kevin Zeitler on the right guard. Center's Teddy K. Now the left guard. That's the big thing. I want to go ahead and go after. I just read. Did Brandon Scherf get signed? Oh no, he's the very top. Brandon Scherf, left guard. Left guard Brandon Scherf. Right guard Kevin Zeitler. Center Teddy K. Right guard Mims. Left tackle or right guard. Right tackle Mims. Left tackle Orlando Brown Jr. Now we're gonna continue this process, okay? Because we're not done yet. I want to get backups. So we got Jackson Kirkland. That's great, right? Love him. We're going to have to re-sign Cody Ford. I want him back. Tackles. We go out there and we get another potential tackle as well. Okay, we don't just stop here at this. And again, I know, well, we don't have all the money in the world. I get that. But at the end of the day, you are having a $270 million investment behind this offensive line. Let's protect it, right? Let's get some protection. Now, there is a lot of decent, or less decent, not decent at all. There is a lot of amazing talent in this upcoming draft at the offensive line position. You can get someone in this upcoming draft a little bit late as well and be very successful. And I do 100% agree. We need to draft trenches, offensive line, defensive line, this upcoming draft. But signing someone else in free agency as a backup or rotation purposes, I keep saying rotation. You don't rotate offensive linemen usually. If you do, there's a problem. But as backup depth purposes, you got to pick up some, because again, we can't be in a situation where we're week 8 or let's say week 15, right? We lose our right tackle, or right guard, or left guard, whoever, right? Whoever position. And we have no one as a backup to come in and take over. Or we do, but we have a guy. And again, you got to protect Joe Burrow. So let's get some good depth, get some backups, and win in the trenches. You don't have to win anywhere else but the trenches here. You win the trenches, you win everything. Trey Hendrickson, he's a trench. You got to get the trenches good. Okay? Come on, boys.